So we didn't get raptured, turns out.
It's bullshit.
Yeah.
Just kind of fucking over it, you know? It's like either end the world or don't.
Stop fucking edging us for the apocalypse. Just let it happen, man.
Welcome back to the Storymoders podcast. My name is Robert, and we're back. It's the kind of you know, silly guys who are just being really silly Kingdom Hearts guys, and then Mike.
Mm-hmm.
I think I got that,
Yep,
right?
that's size
That
of
intro works, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, yeah. Good talking to you guys. We'll see you next week.
Yep.
All right, later.
Bye.
Oh, wait a minute. No, we gotta do the whole episode. Oh, shit. Okay.
All right, whatever.
I was half tempted to turn off my camera, but that was like, damn, that would fuck up everything Hawks is doing.
Yeah.
Would have committed to the bit, and I would have been proud of you. I will never not be proud of you if you commit to the bit. And now it's too late. Now it's just like, you know.
I know.
But,
Damn.
little shout out. They don't sponsor us, but Eargasm earplugs, fucking really, really good. Highly recommended. You can't really see the thing. It says Eargasm, but
All right.
it's very blurry. And I don't know how to make it not blurry. It's got the wind reacting. Yeah, use those all weekend at Riot Fest, and they really helped. So Riot Fest was dope.
Yeah.
I have an incredible story, but more importantly, I have a mug. It's a plastic mug.
Hell yeah.
It's refillable with Riottoberfest.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. They sold out of these on day one. And when I finally went to get one, when I learned that they were sold out, went up to the bar, and there was a big sign that says sold out, and I was like, oh man. So I ordered a beer. And then I saw this sitting on the counter, very used, you know, somebody's. And I just grabbed it, and I looked at the bartender, I was like, hey, think anybody would be mad if I took this? Bartender's like, no, if I remember correctly, that was just like a really drunk guy who put that there and then left, so I don't think he even remembers. You're good. And I was like, awesome.
Nice.
So I didn't use it that night, went back to the Airbnb and like fucking scoured this bitch with hot water, because I couldn't put it in the dishwasher. That's just a sticker. So like,
Yeah.
you gotta hand wash it.
Yeah.
No, I'm really glad that you went and washed it first, because I was very scared that you're gonna be like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
just started just chugging shit out of it.
No, because there was still like remnants of a beer in there, like just a little bit, and I was like, you know, I'm not so just the hottest water the sink could do, just fucking just scrubbing in there and out, and just let it dry overnight, and then I brought it the next day and got this size, which is 22 ounces for the size of a 14, which was super nice.
All right.
I also got one other cup from a bar, prop up bar there, like a special themed one, called Moe's Tavern. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah,
And it's getting sued now, I think.
No, it is the Flaming Moe.
Huh.
Okay. Now at Riot Fest, they have their own drinks. They had it was like a weird energy drink thing. It didn't have much caffeine. It was really like if a LaCroix had slightly more taste, but still didn't have much taste. That's what this stuff was. Okay. And it was called Riot Slop, is what it was called. They had different flavors. One of them was grape, which, as you can see, that was probably was in here.
Yeah.
But the Flaming Moe has two ingredients, Mike. It's got Riot Slop grape. And I'm going to give you one guess as to what that other ingredient is in the Flaming Moe's at Riot Fest in Chicago, Illinois.
Is it? I'm torn between two things.
I think you know what it is.
I know what it is, but the Simpsons fan in me wants to say children's cough syrup, because that is the secret ingredient in a Flaming Moe.
Yeah. They also set it on fire.
Well,
They set this bitch on fire.
Cowards.
Yeah, I know, right?
They had enough gasoline in there. Shit.
And why do they have enough gasoline in there?
Because, hold on. They put in some quality Jepson's Malort, a liquor that was able to be brewed during Prohibition because it tasted so medicine-y there was no possible way anybody was drinking it for pleasure.
Mike.
Yo. Hell yeah. Jepson's Malort, when you gotta unfriend somebody in real life.
Oh, yep. I made everybody drink it.
Good boy.
And by that, I mean we got maybe down to like here-ish, and then just, nope, no thank you.
Cowards.
I know. It was, like I said, essentially just fucking tonic water with Malort is what we were drinking. There was no grape. It was just that.
The grape is in your head. The grape is in the soul.
Yeah, I have another. Should I tell my other Riot Fest story now? Like, including the most insane sentence that any human being has ever said to me ever in my life.
I mean, it's entirely up to you, my friend, but I will remind you that the clock is ticking.
Clock is ticking. That's true. I'll tell it next week. So,
right.
But Mike,
We
how are
call
you
that a
doing?
tease. Mike's doing all right. You know,
Okay.
surviving, getting through.
Okay.
Over the weekend, trying to play Helldivers with some friends. Game kept crashing,
Bastards.
and that was fun. So, figured out what was wrong, took care of it, and then jumped into an old save of Cyberpunk just to, kind of stress test this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And, hoo boy, that old build was not great. The whole jack of all trades, master of none is just. But I did have a lot of fun with just breaking into vending machines.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. But, doing good.
Good. Dexy, how you doing, buddy? This is a
Tired
terrible
today, but
fucking
good.
mug to try to pour beer into. Holy fuck.
It's my birthday. I'm a year
Happy
older.
birthday. When was your birthday?
Happy birthday, you deceitful son of a bitch.
What'd you say, Ox?
I want you to listen to what Mike said first.
He said, "Happy birthday, you son of a bitch."
You deceitful son of a bitch.
Oh, deceitful son of a bitch.
There we
I
go.
missed that part.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, when is your birthday today?
Yep, today.
Oh, happy
Oh.
birthday. He's finally 25.
Look at that.
Ladies
31.
and gentlemen, he is off the market. So don't even
Definitely
try,
married.
trust me.
I know you're getting excited out there because you're like, oh, my man can finally rent a car.
Yep.
Time to spring the trap.
Exactly.
But yeah, so
Yeah, you had a
Thanks,
kick-ass birthday stream the other day.
I did
which
on
now-
Saturday. Yep.
Now I know it was a fucking
yeah.
lie because it wasn't your birthday.
Well, I made that very clear. I said it was an early celebration because
You know,
if
that's
I had done it today, there'd be no way I'd be able to do much celebrating because then I'd have to get off at like 10 o'clock and then we're not doing too much in a 3-hour time span.
That's fair. That's fair. Well, yeah. Well, I'm glad that you had a good time. I'm bummed that I wasn't able to get my ass kicked at Smash Brothers. But
Yeah, I still ran with the whole narrative that you hate me and you booked the entire trip just because you did not want to be around me.
I mean, no, that's once again, Dex, commit to the bit. I love it. Okay, that's it. Commit to the bit always. Keep that in mind. Okay. So we are back at it with number 3. I don't even know what the fucking to name this thing. It might literally just be called Robert couldn't think of a stupid name because he's tired from Riot Fest. Oops, Kingdom Hearts. But we're back for potentially the final Oops All Kingdom Hearts episode here in a row. And Dex and I kind of chatted a little bit, trying to figure out exactly how we want to attack this, because there's a couple of Kingdom Hearts 3 is kind of what we're ending on, with everything else. But there are a few big story things that we're going to talk about here, and then go through a couple of the other games and kind of what they entailed. The first one that we're going to talk about today. Break video, boom. Hey there, everybody. My name is Robert, aka Mr. Hawks.
And my name is Gage, aka Luke Shot First. And this is
The
The
Discograph
Discograph
Podcast.
The
Discograph Podcast.
The
The
Discograph
Discograph
Podcast.
Podcast.
The
The
Discograph
Discograph
Podcast.
Podcast.
The
I think we got that
Discograph-
one. Now, Gage, for those who don't know, which is probably everybody, what is a discograph?
Well, our term
Okay, patent pending.
is a playlist composed of one track from each of a band or artist's albums / side projects in chronological order as a way to highlight their growth throughout their career.
Or 2, a musical graph using one band or artist's entire discography.
We're incredibly excited to bring you this show where we deep dive into the catalogs and careers of some of the most prolific people in modern music. So, sit back
Drop out.
and tune in to our journey through music with
The Discograph Podcast. Only at youtube.com/at Discograph Podcast.
Thanks for watching.
Welcome back. First thing we're talking about is Kingdom Hearts Chi, I think, back cover. It's an X that's on, 2 different lines. I don't really know how to do it. Suck it, Trebek. But Dex, what is back cover? Just a quick rundown of it.
So back cover takes place in the beginning of the Kingdom Hearts timeline. So I believe it's like hundreds of years, if I remember correctly, prior to Birth by Sleep to Kingdom Hearts 1. This takes place a long time ago. And basically it follows this person in the that's wearing an organization cloak. So that cloak's been around for a long time.
Yeah.
And that person's name is the Master of Masters, who is supposedly, from what we understand, is kind of the original kind of Keyblade wielder. And his 6 apprentices, right? 6.
Brother, it's been a minute since I've watched back cover, and it's like 3 hours long of cutscenes. That's all it is cutscenes.
And his 6 apprentices that he is all trained
5
in
foretellers.
wielding a Keyblade. Ah, damn. Wait, but there is also Lucio, because I don't think they count Lucio as a
That's fair.
foreteller, though.
Okay. Yeah.
I think it's 6. But he trains them into wielding Keyblades, and they end up creating different unions based around different animals as like kind of to symbolize each union, and therefore each of those people within their unions also get a Keyblade, and so it kind of follows their story, what kind of is transpiring at that time, their goals, and like it connects further, like helps connect further all of the games.
Yeah. So it is. Back cover is actually just like it's the story and the like cutscenes from. You remember all of those when we said that there was the Kingdom Hearts Dark Road and Kingdom Hearts X or whatever, and they were like the mobile games, and they were just the same one over and over and over again. Back cover is the collection of HD cutscenes, pretty much from that. It's kind of that background to that game, what happens around there, and to tell you
like
that whole story.
Because like in the middle of those mobile games, you'll see events that happen in this that take place, but you don't follow them as closely. So this kind of gives you those expanded looks at those events.
Dex, vamp for a moment. I'm gonna go grab an actual glass because this is horse shit. Okay.
Okay.
I'll be back.
Oh man. And so, basically where they exist inside their world is when because what you kind of learn is that throughout Kingdom Hearts is that the worlds were all connected at one point, but by the time Sora, Aquaman are kind of in the mix, the worlds have been separated, they're disconnected. So in this part of the storyline, the worlds are all connected, it's all one big world kind of a thing. So they all exist connected to each other kind of a thing. So thus something happens to where then it fractures the world, and thus creating all the separate worlds. And that's why it becomes where people don't think there are other worlds. There's the only one, stuff like that. Yeah. Go for it, Robert.
He's getting there. He's getting there.
I am very muted. That's what I was saying. Oh man, yeah. So the story of back cover is, I mean, it's a beautiful like little video to watch. To be completely honest with you, let's watch it now. Yeah, that definitely wouldn't be claimed. There's the Master of Masters, the Master of Puppets, the Book of Prophecies, which I'm pretty sure was the sequel to Blair Witch. Lushu, who's, if we go by the last name or the last game and having the X in the name, their real name is Ulu, I would imagine, or just Lu or Ul.
No, this one's just Lushu.
Okay, so it's Majin Lu. There's a Keyblade known as the Gazing Eye, which has an eye in it. See up here? See the eye? See the eye right there? Mike, do you see the eye? Mike?
I see it. I see the eye.
And so currently in like
Right,
present times, that's
right.
Xehanort's Keyblade. And so as far as we knew, that it was the oldest Keyblade that we knew of. It was his. And through this, we learned that that Keyblade belonged to the Master of Masters. So that was his Keyblade. And what we learn about the eye is basically it's one of his eyes that he put in the Keyblade, because he tasks each of his apprentices with a mission. And to the Gazing Eye, one of his apprentices, Lushu, he was not tasked with having a union or having to create his own kind of group of wielders.
It's a group. Yeah.
He was tasked with observing history with that Keyblade. And so basically, because of how time works, and in this world, he's doing that in the future. And so by doing that, the Master is able to witness the events of the future, and therefore is able to create the Book of Prophecies that foretells what happens beyond their time.
Yeah. Yeah. So whole storyline of the unions. This is this thing. Chirthy is a Dream Eater, which we'll get into Dream Eaters here in a minute in Dream Drop Distance. But these things just show up in the game, because why not? And
they're,
then there's
they're
one
basically like
yep.
They're basically companions to each of the wielders.
Yeah.
And
they're essentially like I thought they were just Moogles.
No.
But like they looked weird, They're not.
Yeah, they're connected like kind of in a, for lack of a better way to explain it, like a soul connection. So if like the wielder falls to darkness, the Chirthy will also thus fall to darkness, kind of a thing. And as we go through this, basically you kind of get different almost little chapters for each of the union leaders, and you learn what each task they were given from the master, because their master disappears and he left them each with a task and they're trying to figure out what to do. Then there was at one point they get this kind of seed of doubt planted that there might be a traitor between them, because there's a page missing in their Book of Prophecies that they don't know what it contains. So it starts creating discord and chaos between their relationships, causing them to fight because they want to know what this page is, want to know who the traitor is. And so you're kind of watching them kind of find themselves and kind of deteriorate throughout the entirety of the thing. What are you going to say, Robert?
That's something in my eye.
Oh, I thought you were like, I have something to say.
No. Yep.
And so you kind of are going through seeing this kind of destruction of their kind of kinship, their unions, and one particular member named Ava, she was given the task of creating a subsect of wielders that would see the world beyond the destruction that's been foretold.
Yep.
Which are called the Dandelions. And so she's kind of doing that. Ira, he is another one of the foretellers. He's kind of been designated as kind of the leader, and he's kind of losing himself like mentally because he's doubting everybody. And that's causing him to kind of act out. Same with God, what was his name? Used. I'm trying to remember. But he's also lashing out. He's fighting against others because
A said?
this, yeah, Ased, that's what it is. But yeah, so you're just kind of seeing like what's kind of going behind the scenes with the union leaders and like why kind of in the mobile game why things end up turning to shit.
Yeah. And
Um,
this is essentially what leads up to the big Keyblade War
Yeah. So
that
that
happens
Keyblade
in the
graveyard
now
that we
barren Keyblade Graveyard. So that place where you
Yeah.
fought what's his dick at the end of Birth by Sleep with all the Keyblades and shit. That was where this giant war of Keyblades took place.
Huh.
And then there's a lot of storyline behind that, but that's that's kind of the beginning of the whole Kingdom Hearts universe, really, if you will. And and as we see here, and I don't know if this is like a post credit scene or something, but Lushu has the Keyblade with the wandering eye, the whispering eye, and he's got a mysterious black box that he's just kind of dragging behind him.
Yeah, so this black box is given to him when he's given the Keyblade and the his task, but we're never told what's in the box. We still don't know at this point what's in there. He tells Lushu like whispering, like we don't hear what they say. But
It's Gwyneth Paltrow's body because the head was in another box.
So as of right now, Lushu's the only one who knows what's in there. But he's basically the last we see of him in this is he's doing what he was told to do. He's going around and witnessing the events of the future, so that way the book of prophecy in the past can be written.
Yeah.
And so thus set up the events to what lead up to where things go now.
Now, have we seen Lushu since then? Kind of.
Yes.
But not really like a...
We've never seen Lushu in their original form.
Okay. And where was the... what was... We'll talk about that during Kingdom Hearts 3, because there's like the thing during Kingdom Hearts 3 that ties directly into actually the game here with players. Yeah, that's a thing. So, yeah, back cover, a lot of big, really like universe building stuff. Like there's not a lot that you're going to tie into the things that happen like later on in the games as you were playing like a Sora and everything, but it's just like, hey, this is kind of where some stuff was built up, and this is the history of the Keyblades and the history of Keyblade wielders and this Keyblade War and Kingdom Hearts, stuff like that. So that's back cover.
Yeah, so
so
I would think of like I would think of this whole thing like it pertains to the current story we're going through, but it's also going to be heavily important when 4 happens, because that's the next saga, and it's basically centered around all of this.
Yeah. So next up, let's see. Oh, yes. Next up, we are going to talk about a character that we completely skipped over last week because he's apparently super goddamn important.
He is. He's very much.
No, he is. But it's like it was one of those things where it was like
about this.
Not entirely sure why.
There's so much to talk about that it's easy to like miss something.
So this is Zigbar, or Braig, and then you have the X Hydrea. Nobody of Braig, and by extension, Lushu. Apparently, I didn't know that. Is Braig Lushu? Am I learning something right now?
She said put him
in. Okay, and the vessel of Lushu along with his nobody. That would make sense then. Yeah.
Yeah, so basically Zigbar was a part of the organization. He seemed like he was just another member, but especially in Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, where we get expanded cutscenes, you start to realize he knows a little bit more than maybe he should. He starts talking about, like, in one of the scenes in Kingdom Hearts 2, he tells stories like, you're not, like, he kind of talks about how he's not as, like, impressive as the others, which he's talking about previous Keyblade wielders.
Yeah.
And so it's, like, already, like, kind of a little crumb to, like, this guy seems like he's more than what he's letting on, kind of a thing.
As opposed to just like another Organization 13 member that is just there. Yeah.
So then when we go to Birth by Sleep, you meet Braig, which was him in human form. So Zigbar's his nobody. Braig is the human form. And you kind of see kind of how he becomes part of the organization, because as we know, with Xehanort, Xemnas and Ansem are his Heartless and Nobody. So he was kind of Xehanort's right-hand man during the time and was working closely with him, and so was kind of a catalyst in creating the organization.
Oh,
All right.
pardon me. He's taking notes. He's watching something else on a different screen, but he's still taking notes. There you go. Okay. I thought you were muted. So, Xigbar, keep in mind, Xigbar, Braig, that's this fucker. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Very important, but maybe not important, but super important, but kind of not important. Yeah, one of those things where it almost just, it feels, looking back now, you're like, oh, there were seeds, but for a minute there, it just kind of felt like, oh, let's just pick one of these random organization people and just make them like super important, because why not? They're just here. And it just happened to be Xigbar, or Braig. But yeah, Xigbar, super, super important going forward. He was very important in Birth by Sleep. He was kind of a recurring character, Braig was, that you kind of fought with and stuff, and that really dived into his background more. Not necessarily, I wouldn't necessarily say his background, but just you get more of those scenes of he knows more of what's going on than he's telling anybody about, and he's just kind of, watching, if you will. And if he is part of Lushu, if he's like Lushu's nobody or something, then maybe that would make sense, because that was Lushu's mission, was just to watch. So remember,
so basically, so since we've already kind of gone over that, basically Lushu throughout time, because obviously people aren't immortal in Kingdom Hearts, so basically Lushu has been body swapping throughout time, and so he's had multiple vessels, and by the time we kind of run into him in the current present, he's currently in the vessel that we know as Xigbar / Braig.
Yep. All right, and then let's do. What should we tackle next? We've got 2 things, and then we're going to jump into 3. We've got 0.2.
Probably Dream Drop.
Should we jump into Dream Drop?
Yeah, probably. So that's
Okay.
release order.
Yeah. So, Dream Drop Distance, Game Boy Advance game.
3DS game.
Whatever.
Or Dream Drop Distance HD, which is the one that I played, because it's just like a remaster that's on the PS4 and everything. And it is part of the HD 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue. There's 1.5, 2.5, which have like the final mix of those games, and then 2.8 has Dream Drop Distance HD, the back cover video, and 0.2.
Yep.
Is that right? Yeah. Yeah. And Dream Drop Distance is the story of Sora and Riku trying to get their Mark of Mastery. So that thing that we saw Terra and Aqua doing at the beginning of Birth by Sleep, that kind of battle that they had, that then, kind of kicks off that whole story. Now Sora and Riku are going toward, like, trying to get their own Mark of Mastery. And in order to do so, they have to go into worlds. And are these the same worlds? Or... because they're like the sleep.
Oh.
These worlds are asleep.
So there are a couple. I think there's two or three. I think it's 2 that we've been to, because you go to Traverse Town at the beginning. A bit more expanded Traverse Town, but and then the world that never was also comes back in this game.
Yeah. But there are. Okay. That's what I was looking for. Part of this trial, the 2 are separated from each other and sent to worlds previously destroyed by the Heartless that have since been restored, though now in a state of deep sleep, which disconnects him from the other worlds. So your job is to go into the worlds, defeat these thing called the Dream Eaters. There's spirits, which are nice. There's nightmares, which are bad. And save the worlds and kind of wake them up from this deep sleep. This whole fun thing. The Dream Eaters, this is a whole new mechanic in Dream Drop Distance where you can summon Dream Eater kind of allies to help you with like doing attacks. And it gets weird.
It's almost like Pokemon.
Kinda, yeah. Because you can like level them up too, right? They get stronger or some shit. Yeah.
And there's also like a Nintendogs like style thing where you can interact with them.
Because remember, this was a 3DS game, so kind of that whole like, hey, this is more of like a, I don't want to say kids thing, but it's like, hey, let's put stuff in here that's not just playing Kingdom Hearts. Like, hey, here's your Nintendogs thing. Here's your fun, silly animals that you could do shit with. You have the dive mechanic anytime you go into a world, where instead of using like the gummy ship, you do a mini game where you're like diving through the air, kind of a free dive down to the world, and you're collecting points, or sometimes you're fighting enemies as you're diving down. Yeah, it's pretty fun. There's also, and I don't know exactly how to, maybe Dex can explain it a little better. You start off in a world, like anytime you go into a world is, let's say, Sora, you have a timer.
Yes.
And once the timer goes to 0, Sora like falls asleep and comes out of the world, and then Riku dives into the world, and you switch.
Yeah, so it's a way of like I think their idea was they didn't want you to get too far with one versus the other kind of a thing. On the 3DS, it was a lot more unforgiving because the timer went pretty quickly. So unless you used an item that they have in the game to kind of refill it, it's a forced thing. You could drop right back to the other person if you really wanted to, but like I think they were really trying to keep them at similar points in the game, and that's why they kind of introduced it.
Yep.
In the HD one, it's a lot more forgiving. It doesn't go as fast, but some enemies can make it go faster. I did have it happen to where I was in the middle of a boss fight about to win, and then it did it.
Yeah.
So yeah, so a lot of people don't like it. I think it's like whatever. I'm kind of indifferent on it. Like I could take it or leave it. Because like, I get
the worlds, though. This game has like a lot of new, like Dex said, a lot of new worlds you don't go to. Three Musketeers.
Tron Legacy.
No, not Three Musketeers. Wait, is it Three Musketeers? Or am I just thinking of France because of Hunchback?
No, it's it's Three Musketeers.
Okay, and Hunchback is one too, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Prankster's Paradise from Pinocchio is on there. Yeah. You go to Fantasia, essentially.
You go to the world from The World Is Not Enough, which is a different Square Enix game.
Oh,
I forget the name of it.
Oh my god, I just lost it. The World Ends With You.
The World Ends With You. That's What did I say? The
so
World Is Not Enough?
That's yeah. So you don't go to world. They're just in Traverse Town, so they're hanging out there. Okay. So it's like, yeah.
Yeah, the country of the Musketeers. Why doesn't this page just give me like the fucking worlds? Okay, thank you, thing that I just asked for. This one, which I think is Hunchback.
That's Three Musketeers.
Oh, that's Three Musketeers. No, the country of the Musketeers.
No, sorry, Country Musketeers. Sorry.
The Grid, which yes, Tron Legacy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
okay. Because the other game you went to just like the Tron, the original Tron world. This is actually just Legacy. Prankster's Paradise. Fucking Pinocchio. This little fuck. A City of Clocks. Hunchback of Notre Dame.
France is heavily represented in this one.
What's up?
I said France is heavily represented here.
Super. Yeah. 100%. Symphony of Sorcery, which is Fantasia. This game has like, I think, some of the coolest worlds that you just never get to go to again. Which is it's too bad that you don't get to go to them again. I would love to visit fucking shit. The rest of Traverse Town and everything, and kind of see those other characters and have Traverse Town maybe Hollow Bastion or Radiant Garden is the world for Final Fantasy characters. Maybe Traverse Town can be the world for other Square Enix games, like God Hand.
And some of these that they show as locations, some of them they're not really like places you like actively go to.
They're just in the game.
They're cheating. Yeah, they're just in there. So But yeah, so basically, due to the threat that Xehanort is posing to everything, Sora and Riku's market mastery is a lot more intensive than what Aqua and Terra's was. And as they're going through, they're being followed by this man and an organization cloak. The organization cloak's always going to be a thing, I feel like. And
We'll see.
So this guy is following them throughout their entire time, kind of getting in their way a little bit. And you're not really sure how he's kind of keeping up with Sora, what's his intentions are. We just know that he has silver hair and is doing stuff for the majority of this game.
Yeah. And you get them, Ansem, Xemnas come back, younger incarnation of Master Xehanort from an alternate past. This is kind of, I think this is where you learn the big story beat that's going to be Kingdom Hearts 3. And that is that Organization 13's true purpose is essentially to be Xehanort's, for lack of a better term, because first and foremost, fuck J.K. Rowling. Okay? Turf piece of shit.
Yep.
Organization 13 is essentially Xehanort's Horcruxes. Each one of those vessels has like part of his heart in him, to turn them into clones of Xehanort, for him to have the requisite bodies and vessels for the upcoming battle between the 13 of them and then 7 key masters or keyblade wielders.
And the kind of significance behind that,
the chi blade.
Yeah, so the Keyblade, the one that's spelled with an X, the reason why those numbers come is because when it I guess originally broke apart, it broke apart into 7 lights and 13 darknesses, and so the mindset is creating the same conditions of having those same numbers clash to then be able to recreate it.
Because that's what's needed to open up Kingdom Hearts. The real Kingdom Hearts. Not the fake Kingdom Hearts or the second fake Kingdom Hearts. The real Kingdom Hearts, Mike. Okay?
And you kind of learn also just more about like nobodies, how Xemnas was manipulating them, telling them they didn't have any hearts because that was a way for him to control them and stuff like that as they were trying to work towards this ultimate goal. Because we end up learning that even though they don't initially start with hearts, the body will end up replacing it at some point. So over time, they will gain their own hearts to be themselves. Yeah. So people like Axel, Roxas, like they all had their own hearts. They all felt. So them telling themselves like, oh, we don't feel, we don't exist, it wasn't true. And it was just a manipulative tactic to kind of get them to do what he wanted.
Yeah. Sora is rescued. Yeah, there's a whole thing where Sora is forced into a comatose state by the young Xehanort, and his heart is swallowed by darkness, though it is protected by Ventus's suit of armor, which is residing inside Sora. You know what? Don't think too much into that. Riku goes to rescue Sora, only to be confronted by the young Xehanort, who unveils a new Organization 13, because you kind of defeated all of them in Kingdom Hearts 2. So now, if you remember the fun clip from last week, where I talked about all of the different Xehanorts, these are all there's a bunch of different Xehanorts in Organization 13. All of them have part of Xehanort's heart in them. So, kind of all of them could be them.
But yeah, we end up learning the guy who's been following them around is a younger version of Xehanort. So like his previous 20 self.
Yeah. Xehanort tries to turn Sora into his last needed vessel to be that 13th vessel instead of being one of the 7, Guardians of Light. But Sora's rescued, and they really can't do it anyway because his heart is like protected and all this stuff. You find out that Lee, who is the revived human of Axel, is now kind of part of the good team. And part of me feels like, and Dex, correct me if you don't agree, part of me feels like they kind of just saw how people reacted to Axel and how they liked him. And they're like, you know what, let's just bring this dude back. And just make this dude part of the story. But
I don't know, like, I feel like...
Everything good?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. I didn't know you looked like you were heavy into like maybe a text, and I just wanted to make sure nothing was going on.
Oh yeah, no, everything's good. It's just it's one of those I have to
Okay.
have to be doing something, or else this is all just gonna hit me, and
It should all hit you. It's
Like-
the most important story.
but it's gonna hit me and bounce off. Like this way, I can actually retain something. Because it'd be like, hey,
Yeah.
remember when he said this? Because you were doing this.
Yeah.
Obviously, like aspects of that could be like an influence, but like Lee being in like Birth by Sleep, his connection to Ventus and stuff like that. I feel like it's more that he's been pretty planned to be more.
I think they may have just gotten
involved in
lucky,
the
maybe
story.
with the design, because he does feel like if he just showed up in 2 and people just went crazy for him, and they're like, oh, let's retcon him into everything else. But I think they got lucky with that design being so iconic and people just loving Axel and being able to easily say, no, he was a good guy the whole time, and now he is a good guy. Still has the hair, though.
And then to the Ventus armor thing, it's basically back in Birth by Sleep where we find out that Sora takes Ventus's heart and basically uses his own to be refuge for his
Yeah, pretty
fractured
much
heart.
Sora
And
has
so-
like 10 hearts inside of him. Just at all times. Just remember that.
and
you know?
so basically Ventus heart reacts to kind of the danger Sora's in and uses his own power to Sora being put in the armor is more of a representation of his heart being put into armor, so his heart is being shielded rather than
Yeah.
actually legitimately he's in armor.
And Riku ends up saving him because Riku is his best friend. And because he saves him, because Sora couldn't actually, do anything on his own, he does not pass his Mark of Mastery exam, but Riku does. So Riku is now a Keyblade Master, Sora is not. But Sora is just like, oh, okay, I'll try again later. Dude has no concept of failure. Like, at all. And it's kind of a good thing. But still.
You could both be doing something you trained your whole lives for, and if you were the one who passed, he'd be so fucking excited for you.
Yeah. It's like, didn't happen to me, but I'm so glad it happened to you, bud. I see dead people.
But another point just to bring up real quick is the way that they're able to bring back these different characters that we seemingly defeated is time travel gets kind of brought up a lot in this one.
A lot of
where
timey-wimey bullshit.
basically there are certain rules. I can't go into all of them right now, but basically there's just a set of rules that allow them to be able to bring those people into the present timeline to still continue their ambitions.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Huh.
But yeah. So.
Oh, and we learned that, and when at the end of this, Lee ends up revealing that he can wield a Keyblade because he came trying to learn how to wield one, but he just couldn't summon it when he came to save us, and then he does it at the end.
Yeah. Remember, only one Keyblade Master or one Keyblade wielder at a time.
That doesn't apply anymore. Everybody has a Keyblade now.
Everybody, you want a Keyblade? You get a fucking Keyblade, bruv. Yeah. So that is Dream Drop Distance. The most important things: Riku is now a Keyblade Master. Sora wants to become one, but he's going to go off and train. Ventus is still at Castle Oblivion. He was out there at the end of Birth by Sleep, but now he suddenly starts smiling because his heart's kind of been awoken a bit because it was in Sora and all this stuff happened.
And then another thing that happens at the end is it's determined that Lee is going to go train to become better with Keyblade for the upcoming battle, and then and then Yen Sid, who's kind of like our kind of like strategist, I guess the best way to explain it, says like we need a Keyblade user with a new power, so they end up calling Kairi since she's a Princess of Heart, has more different abilities from everyone else. So basically, since she can wield a Keyblade, they go and get her, and is determined her and Axel will go and train under Merlin to therefore become better at wielding them.
Should we watch this secret ending here?
Sure.
All right.
Hmm?
This world
That's Yug's Nort.
is just too small.
And these on
That's
Destiny
Seph-
Islands.
This is also where we learned that he was living on Sora and Riku's world a long time ago.
We have Sephiroth at home.
So there's Aqua in this place that we first saw, I believe, in that secret trailer of Kingdom Hearts 1. There's a mysterious tower where Yen Sid does experiments on
Sora's
Disney
late.
characters. I don't
Do
know.
you think he's okay? Gorsh, Lee sure hurried back to Radiant Garden, and now Master Yen Sid's sending Riku away too on some mystery errand. You think we'll ever get to do something important? Oh, welcome back, Riku. Hey, wait. Oh.
Oh my.
Keyblade
Garfield.
wars of yore plunged the true Kingdom Hearts into darkness, and the Keyblade was shattered.
Keyblade.
But the light still shining in the hearts of children rebuilt the world that we know today. And the light from the broken Keyblade was then divided into 7 to protect the number of pure hearts in the world.
Jesus,
7
Mickey,
pure
act like you want
lights.
to be here.
They're the princesses of heart.
Indeed. Those 7 pure hearts form the very source of all light in the world. If they are lost, the world will again give way to shadow. Thus, even if we deliberately avoid finding our 7 lights to avert another Keyblade war, Xehanort will still target the 7 princesses in order to forge the Keyblade.
This is
So
a Disney game.
There's gonna be a clash between 7 lights and 13 darknesses, and there's nothing we can do to avoid triggering the Keyblade War?
To protect the 7 pure hearts, we will need 7 lights strong enough to stand against the 13 darknesses.
So we're missing 1 Guardian of Light. Riku! You're back!
That's right. Master Yen Sid. I brought you the guest you asked for, but you never said why.
Huh? Wow!
I have come to learn that you too can wield a Keyblade. I am glad you are here.
What up, bitch? Reconnect. Kingdom Hearts.
Which is now they have it as a note to return.
There's a lot of things. So, the 7... Organization 13 are the 13 bits of darkness. The 7 things of light, Guardians of Light, are... Dex, help me here. Sora, Riku, Kairi, Lee, Mickey. And is it Goofy and Donald?
No. So that's part of 3 where they have to go and find
Yeah.
their last 2.
Yeah. Turns out it's the friends we made along the way. Or not. 0.2. All right. So that is Dream Drop Distance. Okay. Now, 0.2. So 0.2, a bit of a like I said a couple weeks ago now. 0.2 is essentially kind of just like a tech demo for what Kingdom Hearts 3 was going to look like on this new series of console. But it is a short story where you actually play as Aqua. Like I think what is like right after Birth by Sleep ends.
Yeah, so it's
'Cause
basically
she's
like
in the realm of darkness.
So like when Birth by Sleep ends, and because in Birth by Sleep Final makes you actually get to play a little bit of her being in here. And at the end, she sees the clock tower from Cinderella's world, kind of showing basically at that point is when worlds start falling to darkness to the Heartless in the first game, kind of stuff like that. So it's kind of like all connecting that way.
Yeah. So this whole thing here. The story begins when Birth by Sleep's final mix secret episode ended. Aqua discovering the Castle of Dreams within the Realm of Darkness. Sensing something suspicious, Aqua makes haste towards the castle, fending off repeated Heartless attacks along the way. And so a lot of this game is kind of just you're just going through the Realm of Darkness and fighting Heartless, and it's showing off kind of new gameplay abilities and new just how everything can look super fucking awesome in this game.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
Go ahead, Dex.
I was just gonna say, like, the thing that's kind of driving her forward is she keeps seeing kind of illusions of Terra and Ben throughout. So she thinks she's losing her mind. She keeps following it. She's finding apparitions of herself, speaking doubts to her. So they're pretty dark. Like, if you listen to them for a while, it's actually like, damn, it's fucking mean.
Yeah.
But as you further get along, you start encountering stronger Heartless. She does end up kind of meeting actual kind of forms of Ven and Terra in the Realm of Darkness. One is Terra. Basically, his heart is in darkness because his body got taken over by Xehanort and Birth by Sleep, so she's able to kind of commune with him that way. And Ven's still asleep, so she knows that he's still kind of doing where she left him. She thinks Terra might be okay now, but then Xehanort starts kind of taking back over, and through that of Terra trying to stop him from hurting her, she gets kind of thrown away, and then I believe it's through after that she ends up meeting Mickey in the Realm of Darkness, and this is where this connects to Kingdom Hearts 1, because in Kingdom Hearts 1, Mickey is left because he's trying to figure out what's going on with the worlds, but also ends up going to the Realm of Darkness to find the Keyblade that he ends up having throughout the whole series. So he ends up meeting her there. They're kind of traversing together. He ends up telling her like what's been going on. She learns that she's been there for years, like 10 years at this point. She learns that both Riku and Sora have become Keyblade builders, essentially, and she recognizes from meeting them when they were children. And then when they get kind of in the room where Riku, Sora, Donald, Goofy are trying to close the door at the end of the first game, this kind of tidal wave of Heartless is trying to go after Riku, but she is able to deflect them away from him, but that ends up pushing her back into the outside into the Destiny Islands that were
outside of the camera shot. Yeah, it's what's important. Yeah.
And so and by that happening, that kind of separates her from Mickey, and thus when they go to close the door, she's trapped back in the realm.
Also, it removes all of Mickey's clothes.
So yeah, to make it canonically correct, because in Kingdom Hearts 1 when he comes up, he doesn't have a shirt on, so he has like a little shirt on in this game, but when he gets hit, it goes away. So now it's canonically correct.
Which, to be fair, tiny detail, but very easily could have been just looked over. So, good job.
Yeah,
good
like they make a deliberate, like it's a whole effect of it, like twinkling away.
Yeah. And then at the end of kind of the story, she is now stuck once again in this Realm of Darkness after being in there for 10 years, and essentially just kind of gives herself over to darkness.
Well, in terms of this, I would say
because it's kind of like everybody left me, nobody came here to save me. Fuck everybody.
I would say at the end of this part, she's more determined that like if I have to be here, I'm gonna do what I can here, essentially.
Yeah. So they. Oh yeah. So by the end of 0.2, and now going into this is takes place right at the end of the Kingdom Hearts 1. That's part of it. It's after Birth by Sleep up to the end of Kingdom Hearts 1, which is essentially just where we saw Mickey get naked and then all that fun stuff. Okay. And then at the end of Kingdom Hearts 1, the door to that Kingdom Hearts is shut. Aqua is still in the Realm of Darkness and is trying to essentially just fight her way and be like, oh, if I'm here, yeah, I'm gonna do what I can to survive. And then she does not see, I don't think she sees anybody until Kingdom Hearts 3, finally.
Yeah.
And so the entire time between 1 and 3, which I think for the characters is like another year, 2 years.
It's like a year to 2 years, because I think it's estimated that, because like in Kingdom Hearts 2, Sora is...
He's a year older.
He's 15 in 1, 16 in 2, and it's estimated he might be 17 in 3.
Yeah. So it's been a few years, but now she's like kind of in this place where in her mind, I'm here forever. And because she's in this place, which I'm assuming possibly, well, maybe not. I don't know if time moves any different there.
I think the feeling of time feels different. Like to her, she doesn't, like, she had no idea how long she'd been there, and like hearing it's been a decade, it's like, what the fuck?
So now she's stuck in there forever in her mind. And by the time you see her again, she has almost fully succumbed to the darkness that has just been surrounding her the entire time. And this anger of nobody came to save me. I was trying to save you guys. Nobody came to save me, and now I'm this. And I think, Dex, is there anything else that we really need to dive into before we get
the
to
short? No.
Kingdom Hearts 3, Mike.
The finish line.
For now. Kingdom Hearts 3 is awesome. I'm going to say it. If you disagree, that's, that's your own, you can. Everybody has opinions. I love Kingdom Hearts 3. I think it's super fun. I think it is a bit floaty, fighting wise, because it's they very much wanted to play with verticality in the worlds. So there's a lot of you kind of like running around and like running up buildings, and like you have super high jumps and double jumps and everything, and floating around like posts to kind of like light poles to kind of build up speed and do attacks and all this stuff, which there's a term for it in the game that I forget about. But
Flow
whatever.
motion.
Is it flow motion? Okay, yeah. See, it's a dumb name. And yeah, so like combat wise can be a bit floaty. Story wise, it's more Kingdom Hearts, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but it is kind of the culmination of everything that we've done in all the games. And it does it's doing a lot of work here. Try to tie up all the loose ends that you can. But
also,
it is
need to set up what's coming after.
So Kingdom Hearts 3 is the end of the, what is it, the Dark Seeker saga?
Technically Dark Seeker Saga. Some say the Xehanort Saga.
Yeah, the Xehanort Saga. I think they call it the Dark Seeker Saga.
Yeah.
Dark Seeker Saga. But it's, the Xehanort Saga. And going forward, it's a different saga, but it's still going to be kind of Sora and Riku and all those characters. But this is the end of the story that started in Kingdom Hearts 1. You have all of these main characters that have been around are coming back. This whole new Organization 13 that was brought up in Dream Drop Distance and everything is gearing up for this final Keyblade battle to create this Keyblade with the weird looking X to open up Kingdom Hearts, because that's what Xehanort's trying to do. And the storyline, as Dex alluded to earlier, is you trying to find the last couple of members of your team, like your 7 Guardians of Light, to combat Organization 13's 13 Guardians of Dark Guardians of Darkness? Heralds of Darkness? Oh, that sounds cool.
Ooh.
That sounds cool.
So fighting the other two, but also in Drink Drop, we didn't kind of talk about this. The main goal power that they wanted to achieve in that game was called the power of waking. But because Sora almost succumbed to the darkness, became a vessel for the enemy, he lost a lot of the growth he had.
Oh,
which
that's
is also
the way
he
that
did.
you can, now that you're in Kingdom Hearts 3, your stats are back at level 1.
Yeah. And so and also trying to find they're basically looking for Ventus, Aqua, and Terra, but they're more so Aqua and Ventus since Terra hasn't been seen in so long. And he's also tasked with trying to find that power again, being able to unlock it again. This is like probably one of my few critiques with the game is that they don't do the best job in explaining the power. I think they could have done a better job of that, because until the end, it's kind of like, okay, I get we need this, but like, why do we need it?
Yeah, why and what is it exactly? But he needs the power of waking, which ties into
it's a motivator, but you're just not
sequence.
sure of the details of it. So like, I think they could have done a little better than that, but other than that, I love this game a lot.
Yeah. A lot of gameplay updates. Once again, the flow motion battle, which I think is in 0.2.
It was originally in Dream Drop, but they nerfed it.
Yeah.
Because in Dream Drop, you could do it infinitely.
Yeah. And the other big thing is the attractions, which are they're just fucking like, it's special abilities and like special moves where you just pull out a Disney ride, like a Disney World ride, to do damage. Like there's
there's
what's the name?
teacups. There's
teacups where you're just in
there's the
teacups,
pirate
you're spinning
ship.
around and you can spin around faster and everything. Pirate ship where you just have the pirate ship that's swinging. You can kind of turn it on an axis to like hit enemies. There's the water rapids,
river
thing.
rapids,
River rapids, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's these are all just
and some of them, in a couple of the parts of the game, you get summoned, like if you've ever been to Disneyland Big Thunder Railroad, the train.
Hell yeah.
There's carousel. Like, I think they're kind of neat, but they are kind of busted in terms of like balancing.
100%. So yeah, we got teacups here. Where's pirate ship? Pirate ship.
Damn.
This is Power Picks. Power Picks I fucking use for anytime I need a guide. I go to Power Picks first because they're always like the best. Teacups, mad teacups, where you're just floating around, and then when you hit other teacups, you kind of each bounce off each other and like get more speed. Blaster Blaze. I never could get the hang of this one. Yeah. Carousel.
This one's more like a rhythm game kind of thing, because you have like a line that you're trying to...
Oh my god, I forgot we have another game to talk about. Melody of bullshit. I don't know.
Sounds like it's real important, germane to the overall plot here.
Yeah, Splash Mountain. So this one I think is like real. This one is like super overpowered because you essentially make a trail here with the water, and you're like hitting enemies as you go. And then when you finish this one up, you go back on that trail and you hit enemies again. So if they're back in the same place, you can hit like double. Yeah.
Yeah, like I think they're really kind of
big. Big Thunder Mountain, which has just been very mountain coaster. It's in a couple of areas.
It would just been nice if they had like reduced the damage just a little bit.
Fuck you.
But the train is usually for more big,
for like larger set pieces.
Large set pieces. There's one where there's a big fight close to the end where it's just kind of like the 1,000 Heartless fight of Kingdom Hearts 2.
This one's a 10,000.
It's a 10,000 fight, but you are on the train and you're kind of you're circling this area where you see all of these enemies, and anything that you hit gets hit. So it's
cool.
Yeah, it's awesome. When you get towards the end, it's a way to like kind of finish it out. It is kind of cool. I do like it because like you're just it's just like using that extra power of like a PlayStation 4, and you're just seeing all these enemies getting blasted. I think it's kind of neat.
There's keyblades. You can switch through keyblades now. You can like hold 3 keyblades at a time. And remember, like you have one keyblade, but then it's all different. It's all the keychains that change it. But you can set up. You can have 3 different keychains assigned at one time, and then just flip through them with a flick of a button, because each keychain has its own pluses, minuses, abilities, and everything. So you can use one if you're in one area, and then it's like, oh, but this other enemy showed up, and it would be easier if I had this ability from this one. You just switch over real quick, and it's pretty cool. By the time you get this is, I don't think I did this in I think Kingdom Hearts 3, when I played it, was the first one that I got the Ultima weapon for. Because I could actually do it, because it wasn't a massive pain in the ass. Because there's Ultima weapons in, I know at least 1, 2, 3.
Birth by Sleep and also Dream Drop.
Yeah. But they require you to like get one is a pain in the dick because you have to get all these different pieces of orichalcum, and they're just annoying to get. But 3 I got. 2 I think when I replayed 2.5 or 2 remix or final mix, I did get it because I looked up how to do it and I was just trying to kill time. But yeah, 3 was the first one that I got the Ultima weapon for, because it was essentially just, hey, this is shit that you're if you want to do everything in the game, you're going to do this shit anyway, so let's tie it to the Ultima weapon, which was super fun. But yeah, that's kind of the gameplay.
And then Keyblades get form changes, so each one has a different kind of alternate form that they can use. So like, you go to Monsters Inc. in this one, and that Keyblade turns into like a set of yo-yo kind of like claws at first, and then they'll turn into like these yo-yo things that you're using that are pretty cool. Another one is like you go to Tangled, and that Keyblade turns into like a magic wand kind of a thing, and so you get a bunch of different abilities with that. Or you go to Pirates of the Caribbean, and that one turns into like this almost halberd flag like staff thing that you can use. Like, they're pretty cool.
Yeah. So the story, like I said, the main story of Kingdom Hearts 3 is Sora is trying to get the power of waking, and you're trying to find the last 2 Guardians of Light, who I believe just end. They are Terra and Aqua, right?
Ven and Aqua.
Oh, did I say Terra earlier? Yeah, so Ven and Aqua.
Yeah.
So Ventus is in Castle Oblivion asleep from the end of Birth by Sleep, so you have to wake him up. Aqua is in the Realm of Darkness, so you have to go there and actually get her, and that whole scene is just the fucking... If I remember correctly, and I could be mistaken, it's... For any Buffy fans, when Dark Willow was trying to destroy Sunnyvale, and Xander defeated her by talking about how good of friends they are and how they have history and how this stuff happened and they were kids, and be like, oh, be happy. And it defeated Dark Willow, and everybody was like, that's kind of shit. That's how Sora defeats Aqua in this game. Is by reminding her of the goodness of people.
It's not exactly accurate.
It's pretty much it. It's Dark Willow. Yeah. But Dark Willow opened something in me. So you are going through, you're finding these guardians and everything. You get to the point where you have everybody with you. You have the 7 Guardians of Light, and you have to go and fight. You have to do this Keyblade War, because now they're the 13 halberds or heralds of darkness, the 7 Guardians of Light. You have to go to the Keyblade graveyard to defeat them. And there's a giant battle that you do. I think, is this the first one where you have... No, it's not the first, because you do it a couple times in the game. But there's a giant battle with like a swarm of Heartless that's super cool looking.
Yeah, so...
I think you do one in the Realm of Darkness as well.
But what ends up... You do. But basically, when you show up to the Keyblade Graveyard, you do the 10,000 fight. You end up, I'm trying to remember exactly everything that happened because it's been a minute since I played. But basically, you end up coming face to face with what seems to be Terra. Seems to be fine. Nothing all that crazy or anything like that. Ven thinks it is Terra because he has his brunette hair and he's just kind of standing there. But Aqua, who has seen what Terra has become, tries to warn Ben against it. He's like, runs up to him, is all excited, but Aqua pulls him back and is like, I know who you are. And hair changes colors, and then he's like, basically like, you won't leave this place. This is where you lose, essentially. It's kind of a badass like scene because he's just like, I'm gonna fuck you guys up right now. And then he proceeds to literally beat the shit out of everybody. Like single-handedly. And it takes to the point where Donald has to use a spell that ends up taking his life.
Oh yeah, Donald is the most powerful character in all of the Square Enix worlds. Donald Duck is the most powerful mage.
And so to stop this guy from literally murdering all of you, he uses this spell called Zeta Flare, which is the strongest spell in all of Final Fantasy. Like lore. It's the most powerful spell.
Yeah.
And so he uses it and he literally vaporizes him. But it takes Donald's life. And then Tornado of Heartless comes up. It starts literally just scooping up everybody. Sora, you see this is the first time you ever see Sora break down. Like he has never, like he's cried before. He's never like totally given into like despair kind of a thing.
Yeah.
He literally like, he sees Kairi like get sucked in and all of his friends are gone except for Riku. And so literally he like screams, falls to his knees. You kind of get more of like an in-depth thing into his character. I really love this scene because he is like, I got all my power from my friends, because he talks about my friends over power throughout all the series. And it sounds like just like a friendship thing, but it's something he takes to heart. Like my strength comes from the people around me, to the point where now he feels alone and without them, he's nothing. It's like, it's so cool. And then Riku is like, you don't believe that. I know you don't. And as this Heartless Swarm is trying to come at them, he tries to stop it single-handedly, but they both get blown away. And then this leads to Sora having to send Sora to this place called the Final World, where basically where the dead go, essentially. It's like the last vestige of where life happens. They're seeing all these different little like ethereal stars, which represent different people. But because someone who we find out is Kairi is keeping him to some degree together, so he's basically transparent at this point. He has to literally piece himself together to be able to get back in the fight. But we end up
very
learning
annoying segment. It's fucking awful.
But basically, if he wants to change things, he is going to have to use the power of waking, which will basically send him through time to the point where everybody like got murked. But by doing so, it's not that something he should be doing, and he's warned there's going to be consequences for him doing it. But because he's Sora, if it meant him dying, he would do it, kind of a thing. So does the thing. He has to go traversing all of like the worlds you've been through to save each of his friends' hearts. Because you find this thing called like a lich. So it's like this heartless that's been caging all of their hearts, and he has to follow it through all the different worlds. You save everybody, you come back, and through other plot details that we don't have time to go over, they end up back where they're about to face Terra. It's seeming like some of them kind of recall like, oh, didn't we already do this? Like, did we not? Kind of a thing. So it's never like fully explained if they realize like things are happening again. But when Terra Xehanort, which is what people call him, goes to murk everybody like he did, the armor of Terra, which fought him in the end of Birthlight Sleep shows up, because it's still around. You learn that in Kingdom Hearts 2 through a secret boss fight.
Lingering will.
Yeah. So he shows up and they're fighting. And so they're doing this cool like Dragon Ball Z looking ass fight. And so they end up going away to do their own battle. But then Zigbar and what appears to be Riku from the first game show up. And then they unleash all the Heartless and everything. And so you're doing this huge battle with all these different Heartless. Then you're seemingly surrounded and you guys can't seem to find a way to get through. Yen Sid finally gets off his damn chair and comes down and is using his powers to knock them all back. He's creating a light pathway for them all. And so Donald and Goofy stay with him. They run in. And so you meet up with Xehanort in his 13 Darknesses. And basically they say, like, it's time for us to do this. Xehanort summons this labyrinth, and basically you're going around helping your friends fight off each of the different darknesses.
Did we skip over the thing with all the fucking guardians from the game, from the mobile game?
Oh yeah, that's a cool part.
Yeah. So there was in the mobile game before Kingdom Hearts 3, came out, there was like hey, if you do this thing in the game, if you're one of like the first, I think, like 10,000 people to do it, you will add your name into Kingdom Hearts 3. Huh. And during part of this whole, fuck about that's going on, there's essentially like a QTE where you're like, mashing buttons to try to push the darkness back and like push the Heartless back. And the way that you're doing that is by kind of I think the gist is kind of using the souls and the beings of former Guardians of Light to push back the darkness, but each one that is coming out to help you has a name. It has everyone's name, and all those names are the people for like the actual like players from the mobile game who did the thing. So as you're going through and you're like, you're tapping the button and everything, it's like, oh, so-and-so didn't attack, so-and-so didn't attack, but they're just like going by like fucking crazy. But each one, It has all of these characters, like all these players, like usernames, which is just a super cool. It's weird. It's kind of because you're not really expecting to see, Butt Chug 45 is helping you, but it's it's there. But
yeah, so it's cool because you're literally chucking out like massive amounts of keyblades, dodging huge like darkness balls and stuff like that, and it's pretty sweet. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. So then the labyrinth is super fun because you are Sora and you're kind of running around and you are doing all these different battles that are pretty much like, it's usually like 3-on-3. So you go into one place and
2-on-3.
Or 2-on-3. Yeah. So you go into, I'm trying to think of like any of the actual combinations. I want to say Riku Kairi was a combination, or Kairi.
So
Lee?
it was Sora and Riku in one, Mickey and Sora in another. It was Kairi and Lee are that's another one. And then Ventus and Aqua are a different one.
Yeah. And as Sora, you go and you have the choice to kind of go whichever route you want to go to. But you go over here and Mickey's there. And then two of the members of Organization 13 are there as well, and you're fighting them. So then you and Mickey fight these two members. You beat one of them, they have a little cutscene where they die. You beat the second one, they have a cutscene where they die. Then you go to the next area and you do that. And so each of these Organization 13 members that you fight are in groups, and you fight them with a group of other members. Which you're kind of whittling everybody down until you get to the point where your final battle is against Xehanort, like actual Xehanort. I want to say Xemnas and the fake Ansem. Is that correct?
Yeah, so basically it ends up being you, Mickey, and Riku, and it's versus Xehanort's younger self, Xemnas, and Ansem. And so basically it's 3-on-3, and basically you're fighting each one. It's probably one of the coolest fights in the game. I really like it a lot. And the same thing, as you beat them, you get a short cutscene of their death. Young Xehanort is so just enamored with his future ambitions that he's just like, you're gonna fail, like we're gonna win, kind of a thing. There's more to it than that, but that's just me paraphrasing. And then like you get these interesting heartfelt kind of goodbyes with Ansem and Xemnas. Like Ansem's kind of nostalgic and is like, we've been on a wild ride, like you need to move on, you need to go forward and seek out your future. And then you have Xemnas, who actually like made me feel emotional because he's like, I don't have anybody. I used my friends. Like I literally just manipulate the people around me, so I have nothing. And he talks so lowly of hearts throughout the series that like as their conversation talking about like the pain of having a heart and the stuff you go through, and he talks about how it must take incredible strength, and it's like, it's such a cool moment. I love it a lot. And then you're left to go after Xehanort, but not before that he ends up murking Kyrie.
Damn.
Kyrie gets the Keyblade, actually creates the Keyblade, that big double dildo looking thing, summons Kingdom Hearts, and you end up somehow, like it says here, using Xehanort's power of time travel against him. Sora, Donald, and Goofy transport him to his boyhood training grounds of Scala ad Caelum, which is a world that I think this is the first time you go. I don't think you go there before this, but you can.
It's the first time that it gets. Then in the mobile games, as the story went on, we got the origins of the place.
Where you actually fight Xehanort for the final battle. When he gets defeated, after other Keyblade wielders, I'm just going to read this out because it's a lot of shit happens. After the other Keyblade wielders rejoin them, Master Ericus from Birth by Sleep, okay, Mark Hamill, the trickster, Ericus's heart emerges from Terra and convinces Xehanort to surrender. Xehanort dies shortly after, his heart ascending to Kingdom Hearts with Ericus, while Sora and his friends use the Keyblade to close it and return to the Keyblade graveyard. Sora decides to use the power of waking to revive Kyrie, despite warnings that his repeated misuse of this power could result in him losing his heart. Sora promises to return. Afterwards, Sora's friends gather at Destiny Islands for a celebration, where Kyrie stays beside Sora before he fades away, and that part fucking killed me. I was like, no, they're happy. Why? And post-credits scene, this scene makes me laugh anytime I watch it. And I'm going to pull it up, and it's one of those things where maybe I'm misremembering it. Post-credit scene, Xigbar, who survived the Keyblade War, retrieves Xehanort's Keyblade, which Xehanort has the eye one, right?
Yep.
The Whispering Eye. Retrieves Xehanort's Keyblade and summons 4 of the 5 foretellers, revealing himself to be an incarnation of their fellow Keyblade apprentice, Lushu. This is where you learn that he is Lushu. He begins to recount his actions to the foreteller, with Maleficent and Pete watching from afar.
Yeah, because throughout the entirety of the game, Melissa and Pete don't have like the hugest impact in the game, but they're shown doing their own kind of thing because they're trying to find the black box that Lushu has.
Yeah.
We don't know what's in it. Apparently,
they're digging, trying to find this black box.
Like in Hercules, they dig up Pandora's box, thinking it might be it.
Oh no.
But yeah, so that's kind of like they have this side kind of plot going on to where this will kind of keep them relevant to what happens later.
Hold on, this is on a different screen. It made me laugh. So,
what role?
This is like the secret epilogue ending where he pulls back all of these the foretellers from those mobile games, and he's talking. Pete and Maleficent are just kind of watching on a ridge. Okay, so Mike, I want you to pay attention to this thing because this makes me laugh. So here's Maleficent and Pete watching. I'm just like, you know what? No, we're good. I think we're good. It was like we're done here. Like they find, here's the black box. But I just love this. Made me laugh so hard that he like pulls back all of these like foretellers from this game, and it has all this power. And then Maleficent and Peter just like, oh, we are yeah, we're a bit out of our depth here. I think we're gonna go. I think we're just gonna.
No, they would have got their asses kicked.
We're good. Yeah, you know what? A bit too high for us. You know, this ain't my job. Out of my pay grade.
I guess Ava didn't make it after all.
And one of the foretellers is missing.
But to me, that scene, the moment Zigbar was revealed himself to be Lucio, and like I screamed like that makes so much sense. Like I was like screaming at my TV because
Zigbar is
the different breadcrumbs that they put throughout the series, and when you beat him in the Keyblade graveyard, he kind of alludes to, he's like, if I had a Keyblade, this would be different because he is a Keyblade master, but we don't know that yet. And he talks about like, oh, the old man was going to bequeath me his and stuff like that. And he says, I am worthy of one. So it's like just more breadcrumbs of like him alluding to who he actually is. And it's so cool. I love it.
Now, Mike, can you give us 10 more minutes?
I can give you 10 more minutes.
Okay, 20 minutes. All right, so just a little bit of backstory to this bit. In Kingdom Hearts 3, you have almost all new worlds, and this is the first time in the main series that you see Pixar. Actually, this is the first time in the series that you see Pixar? Period? I think, yeah.
Yeah. Because Nomura wanted Toy Story for 1, but it didn't pan out. And Toy Story was so essential to Kingdom Hearts that he says, I can't do 3 unless I can use Toy Story. Yeah. And there's like a reason why.
And there is a full reason. So Toy Story is a world in Kingdom Hearts 3. And it's one of the worlds where when they go into there, they become toys. And it's fun. But part of the story is them going to a mall and finding the video game section and finding this game. Dex, you know what? Tell Mike about the game and what it's called, and yeah.
So when you go to Toy Story, you're met by this very Final Fantasy ass fucking cutscene.
Jesus,
event. Like you're seeing these very Final Fantasy looking characters. Oh my god, we have a mosquito in here. But they're like fighting mechs and stuff like that. They're using spells. It just looks very Final Fantasy. And then you learn that it's a part of this game called VerumDex. So in this world, this is a game that exists that Rex and what's the pig's name in Toy Story? I can't remember. But the pig are playing, and when they see you, they associate Sora and them with. Oh no. But they associate them as characters in the game. And they keep calling Sora Yozora, which is the character with the white hair in this group.
Here you go. This is the VerumDex commercial.
Just...
This game looks sick.
No, Dr. Robotnik's got her.
VerumDex.
Does that seem something that's very familiar? Maybe it's what my name is based off of.
Do you get the name, Mike?
Amazing.
Mike, do you get
I just changed the R because my actual name has a D at the beginning.
Yeah. No. I'm picking up what you guys are putting down.
No, that's VerumDex.
So you learn of this game, but when they did the DLC, essentially the final mix version of Kingdom Hearts 3, you learn that, maybe it's not just a game, because as Sora, you get to play the events of Sora trying to revive Kairi. You can see the things he goes through to do that. those turn events happen, but then what it also shows kind of stuff that happens after Sora fades away. He's been gone for a while, and they have some of the Final Fantasy crew trying to look through some data to see if they can find him, and they're able to recreate essentially this room that was in Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix where it had digital versions of the organization members you could fight. And so basically it's a room with super bosses that you can fight that are really fun to play. But once you beat
the
them
DLC
all,
called Kingdom Hearts 3 ReMind. Oh, you know what? There's the name of this episode. Oops, all Kingdom Hearts 3 ReMind. Mike, what the fuck happened in recent episodes?
And then once you beat all of them, you then are able to then fight Yozora here.
So Yozora, once again, is this character from a video game in the Toy Story world.
Just
like meta on meta on meta. So,
but Nora does. If you play Final Fantasy 7 Remake and Rebirth, that's all that is.
Yeah. So this is a secret ending of Kingdom Hearts 3. Is this after you defeat Yozora?
No, this is base Kingdom Hearts 3.
Okay.
So you're to believe that this is where Sora ends up after he fades away.
Prosafia Gaming. So yeah, once again at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3 where Sora just fades away.
Now, if you played Final Fantasy 15, the song sounds very familiar.
This is Yozora. The blue and the red eye.
And then this character here, we're assuming is the Master of Masters.
Yeah. Oh. Reconnect. Kingdom Hearts.
But yeah, and so when you go to face Yozora, he's saying this. Him and Sora are echoing each other on what Sora says in the first game, like the opening, like cinematic, like with Simple and Clean. He'll say like, "I've been having these weird thoughts lately. Is any of this for real or not?" Stuff like that. But Yozora is echoing that. And so it's something that I guess we're going to get more details about the true meaning of those words. But you kind of start learning a little bit more about Yozora. He was told to save Sora. He attacks you, and so you're not 100% sure of his motives. And once you defeat him, you get this cutscene.
Impressive. Is it not?
That is frame for frame the same as Final Fantasy Versus 13. Like one of its trailers.
I've been having these weird thoughts lately.
And so you're kind of part of this, a lot of people think Nomura's trying to do some things he wanted to do with Versus 13 and Kingdom Hearts, which more power to him. I'm here for the ride. But basically you where Sora ends up, you end up learning this place called Quadratum, and that's where Yozora is from. It's a place that is essentially an afterlife for Sora, where Sora is from, essentially, is what it's described as. What was I going to say? I just lost my train of thought.
I haven't seen this because I never beat Yozora.
That's if you lose.
Is this if you lose?
Yep.
It makes sense.
Yeah, so he just has this goal of saving Sora, but we're not sure why. The way he looks to Sora apparently isn't his real form. Like, he's like, this isn't how I really look. So we're not. So this isn't even his real, actual look. And the driver that's driving him and talking to him in the car, we're 99.8% sure it's Luxord, which was one of the other organization members. But in the ReMind DLC, they start to show he might be more than what he's been saying he is. And so that adds a little bit more to his character that we're kind of looking forward to finding out more about. And we end up learning in Melody of Memory that in Sora's reality, they view this world as maybe unreality, so like the world of fiction.
Like in Metaphor, Refantasio.
None of this makes sense to me.
And so all we really know right
Dex
now is
explained
that
to them this, and I gotta pee.
But all we really know is that this is a place that seemingly is more akin to our world. It has cars, regular people, stuff like that. The Master of Masters, and we're assuming Lucia was there in the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer. The next arc's called the Lost Masters arc. So the Foreteller's coming back, and throughout Kingdom Hearts 3, it starts off with young Xehanort and Ericus when they were still students playing a chess game. But that chess game represents the events of the final battle in 3. And so Ericus ends up winning the chess game because he represents light. But then he ends up saying at the end, being like, oh, I know a new game. And he sets up basically pieces that represent the Foretellers, and then he puts down Sora's piece. So that's kind of another representation of like where we're going in the series. But yeah, so we just know Sora is stuck there. We don't know if he has his memories, if he remembers anything. He meets a character there named Strelitzia, who's from the mobile games, but we knew her to be dead, but she somehow has ended up here. So there's just a lot we don't know yet that I'm really looking forward to a lot. And yeah, that's kind of where we're at. At the end of Melody of Memory, Riku is able to we can go over this because there's a lot to go over. While Sora was in the final world, he meets this star that is from Quadram that we end up learning later. She kind of is like, oh, I'm waiting for someone. She tells Sora, which we assume she tells him, Yozora. But he's able to use her connection to that world to therefore transport himself there. And that's why I think he shows up in the secret ending, because he does end up going there. And so he's going to find Sora in this other world. And Mickey's tasked with exploring Scarlet Column to see if they can find out more, stuff like that. So that's where we're at. That's
okay.
One more thing. I'm just trying to find one that's not like, I don't need a fucking 7-minute goddamn.
We were gonna get another game called Missing Link, which was gonna give us the kind of history of Scarlet Column when it first got built, kind of a thing. But they canceled the game, so we have no idea when we're going to get that story.
So let's wrap this up with Spiele. Yeah, okay. This is the trailer for Kingdom Hearts. This is all we know of Kingdom Hearts 4, by the way. We have a couple of.
And fun fact, they had this event for the 20th anniversary take place in a building in Tokyo. This trailer right here is taking place in that same exact building.
This is going to be the last thing we watch. It's Kingdom Hearts 4's trailer. So this is Quadratum.
Starling's going crazy.
Oh. I'm pausing right here. Mike, do you see this?
Yes.
Do you see this shape?
Yes.
Do you know what that may or may not be?
It looks like a sack in a box, and I've played enough RPGs to know there's valuable loot in there.
Or, and for if you're watching on screen, you can't see my cursor. So I'm looking at this thing at the very top. Could very well be the foot of an AT-AT from Star Wars.
That too.
Yeah, people have like taken it and then also compared it to like
Jesus.
models from like games and movies. So we're pretty sure this is confirmation of Star Wars, so this would be Endor.
So now this is Sora in Quadratum.
R.I.P. to the big old grippers. Got normal feet now.
Sora wakes up in a nice apartment and realizes he has to pay rent.
That's been a meme. That's this trailer.
Sora becomes a salary man.
私たちにとっては死の世界ってことになるみたい。
I wouldn't run you. You didn't notice it? That's on you, Car.
Pattern.
Vanishers. Just a tiny little bit of gameplay. There's the flow motion.
Daが一度退場すれば元の世界に戻れると思うな。
手がかり見つかるといいね。
No. I did not need to hear them speaking Japanese.
おい、どこへ行くんだよ。
Mickey's pissed.
That wasn't Mickey. I'm pretty sure.
We're pretty sure it's Hades.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah.
Mike, we made it.
Yes, we did. Our long national nightmare is over. We did it.
What have you learned?
I learned I will dig up my PlayStation 2 and my copy of Kingdom Hearts, and I will play through that. And then we'll see about the other two mainline entries into this, because everything else just... And now I'm just sitting here like, is this what other people feel like when I start talking about like Gundam or BattleTech or sports car racing? And it's just like, oh no.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Oh no.
This thing that you've been feeling the last 3 episodes was me during the Gundam episode. And the future Gundam episode that we will definitely do with Rose Waltz. That'll be...
I like the thing I say for Kingdom Hearts, like, yeah, there's a lot there, and I don't agree with necessarily convoluted. I just think there's a lot to remember.
There's so many moving parts.
And so it's not so much. So it's not so much convolution, more of like keeping track of like what they've established, kind of a thing. And like I only know it so well because I play it so many times. So like I still forget things. Like there's no way I could just remember every single detail all the time. Like there are times I have to refresh myself. Like
oh yeah, yeah. No, this is definitely like I can follow 1, 2, and 3, but this is I need like the timeline thing with all of the different and how like where it plugs in, where it relates.
I don't know if this thing
have them for the different.
This site has one of those timeline things.
Probably not.
Like the Fallout
But
one,
yeah,
like the Cyberpunk one that we went over.
Yeah, or like not even that. Like there is a for the different Gundam series. It's literally like the different timelines because there's like 6 or 7 now.
Yeah,
which I think it's probably more than that. But it's like, hey, like it just has like a line with all the different entries. And then if they're like side stories or anything, they're just like branching things. It's like, well, this one fits in here.
Yeah.
This is here, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like in chronological order, and it kind of makes sense, but it's also the most overwhelming thing I've goddamn seen in my life. Because it's just, man. Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, and like, I know it's not like a perfect series and like get certain people's like critiques of it, but it's something I love so much, and I will be with it until it's over. I don't care if they come out with a horrible. If 4 is not even that great, I'll still be like, I'm still in it. I am looking forward to the next one.
Hell yeah!
And Square Enix has announced what they are talking about at TGS this year, and there's no mention of Kingdom Hearts 4. So we'll see. We'll see. It's
literally been, I think, over 3 years at this point since we've heard anything.
No, we got screenshots a couple months ago. Remember?
Okay,
being like,
screenshots
hey, we're
don't
working
count.
on it.
Screenshots don't count. I mean like an actual real update of like, here's a trailer, here's this. Yeah. The most they give us is a few screenshots. Mind you, very happy we got screenshots. I'll never complain. One of them is of a rotary phone. We're not sure how that phone relates, but it probably is very important.
Knowing Kingdom Hearts, that is the most important. That's the master of masters. He's a phone now.
That's going to be something.
And I'm gonna say it right now, Dex, you better hope, you better pray that you get a fantasy draft pick ahead of this guy, because I know what I'm picking next year.
Oh, I don't. Yeah, like if it's coming out and I get ahead of you, I'm getting that game.
I don't even give a shit. It's not announced. Number 1, round 1. Okay. Yeah. Okay, Mike. What are you doing this weekend or this week?
This week, as in the week coming up, more Cyberpunk, because I'm enjoying that. I'm probably gonna go back to that autosave before I punch that poor lady to death because she scared me. It was a total accident, but also hilarious. Yeah, so that's what's going to be happening on Monday. You won't see me on the podcast next week.
Wait, what? I'm learning this now.
Yes, you are. No, me and the girlfriend and some friends, we are going to the Sandy Amphitheater to see the band Air perform. It's like French dream pop.
Okay.
Who
am I thinking of?
I don't know, but
Snow Patrol.
We're both pretty excited about it. Yeah, you're thinking, they're a bit different.
Is it different?
A little different. A little different.
Okay, that's on me.
Yeah, it's all right. But yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing on Tuesday. This just occurred to me as I was looking at the date in the bottom right-hand corner of my monitor.
Good to know.
Good jokes on you. Jokes on you, Robert. I am leaving the podcast.
I got a better offer.
What are we doing next week? Oh, we'll figure it out. You'll
figure it out.
Yeah.
I mean, if you really need me for a minute, I can't promise I'll be good, but I'll just pop up for 2 seconds, be like, "Hi, I'm at a thing. All right, bye."
I'm doing something. Yeah, it's fine. We'll figure it out. Dex, what do you got going on this weekend?
Just streaming. Started back up the Walking Dead Telltale games. So we're trying to go through those. My Pokemon Nuzlocke.
All right, guys. Well, we'll see you guys next week with something. I don't fucking know.
Who knows?
Who knows? I'll see y'all next week.
Maybe we'll throw up a rerun.
Maybe it'll just be me talking about the Yakuza game that I'm playing right now. or I'll you know what? I'll get a fun guest. We'll get somebody here. It'll be fun.
We'll get somebody.
All right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get a replacement Mike off the bench.
You'll get Snowbike Mike finally.
If he's like, I can do it next Tuesday. Sorry, Mike.
It's all right.
Yeah.
All right. It would be your replacement Mike.
Yeah.
For the day.
We've got Mike at home.
All right. And Dex just went live 4 minutes ago. So
all right.
On Twitch. I just have it sitting here.
Yep. All right,
out.
friends. We will see you all next week with something, but thank you for joining us for 3 episodes of Oops All Kingdom Hearts. Mike, I love you.
I love you too, guys.
When you're back, we're doing a little trivia quiz.
Okay.
So I hope you retain something.
I got the wiki. Can figure
bye.
it out.
Bye.
Bye.